Good morning and welcome to our 5th day on our Disney cruise. It is another day at sea, but it's beautiful outside. Today is the first day that it was actually warm in the morning, so AJ and I got up. We did a walk around the promenade deck on deck 4, so I walked 2 miles and just enjoyed fresh air, some time outside. I stared, still looking for dolphins or sea life, saw lots of little fishies, some birds, and still I'm like so surprised at the amount of stuff that's just floating in the ocean.
It's really not that much.
But like, it's more than I thought. There's just like balls and boxes and random things. So anyways, if you are new here, hello, my name's Ivy, sailing with my fiance AJ. We are getting ready to go to breakfast, and then we have a few different things bookmarked through the day. Yeah, we'll just see what another
Fun cultural thing.
Yeah, some of the fun things that they have on board specifically for the Hawaiian cruises, and then tonight we have dinner at Palo. So this morning for breakfast, we are headed down to Triton's. It is the restaurant that's open for plated breakfast. We have spent a couple of days going to Cabanas, but
It's unusual for us.
I know, completely unusual. We're gonna go down and have a nice little slow relaxing brekkie. So post breakfast, we're headed into a shop for storytelling. AJ is napping in a porthole while we wait.
Awe wahiti wahiki mokule ae. Awe wahiti le kava ike kai mo kele mala inoe. Awe bulvanu awe ela moi mai kava ike ka. Ika hoe, ike ka, e pai atu ika aina la, e pai mai la ika aina e, awe uahiti e. Aloha.
Aloha.
Welcome, for those of you that are here for the first time, and welcome back. I see a lot of familiar faces now. I'm getting to know some of you. I'll introduce myself. My name is Turiki Kaleni. I come from the islands of Hawaii. I am of Hawaiian and Maori, New Zealand descent. And the oli, or the chant that I just did for you guys there, talks about the voyage some of the Hawaiians would do. I don't know if you guys heard, I repeated awe, kind of like in the movie Moana, awe, awe. That part is kind of like a call to all those paddling of the canoe, holding the sails. In relation to that, we'd like to welcome you guys as we voyage closer and closer to Hawaii. So that's the little story for you guys. But the story that I have for you this morning also relates to the movie Moana. I don't know if some of you have seen it. Where Maui's doing his little "You're Welcome" song. He says he has a part where he's like, "I killed a Neo, buried its guts. Spotted a tree, now you got coconuts," right? Is that familiar? Sound good? So that story in Polynesia actually starts with the king of Fiji. The king of Fiji heard rumors about this beautiful woman in Samoa named Sina. Sina was a very young, beautiful woman, and everyone in Polynesia knew about her. The king of Fiji had to find out for himself. So he asks the gods to turn him into something so that he can travel up to Samoa from Fiji to see this beautiful woman. The gods turn him into an eel. Don't ask me why. But anyways, the king of Fiji finally sees Sina while she's out on the shore, collecting shells, making leis, has a flower in her ear, looking beautiful, as she should. He sees the beauty of Sina and then recognizes her, and he thinks to himself, "I'm not worthy for her." So he decides to stay an eel and instead just follows her along wherever she goes. So Sina then recognizes the same eel wherever she goes, whether she's cleaning fish at the sea, fishing near the shores, playing with her friends at the beach, having a good time. She recognizes this eel. She then befriends him, So they become good friends, and they just stay friends until the king of Fiji, the eel, passes away. So Sina becomes sad due to her friend passing. So she grabs the eel, buries him in the ground, having a respectful burial. And then a few weeks after, the coconut trees started sprouting up from that same burial. So that's the legend of how coconuts came about in Polynesia. How about that? The lessons today, we've got some exciting things to do. We're going to teach you some basics. Basic hula, forms of hula, footsteps, even with your hands and stuff like that. Some really, really basic stuff, okay? So, to start off, what I'll say is ho'oma koko, and you guys will say, does anyone remember? Aye, good, thanks for remembering that. So I'll say ho'oma koko, you guys respond and say, aye. That means, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Okay, so we'll start off with our first motions. What we're going to do is have our fist here, right on our hips, let it rest right on your hips. Slightly bend your knees. And for the girls, we're going to do our hands right here, switch, other side. And then for the men, you're going to have your fist here, elbow up, and then switch just like that. Some common hula motions that most hula dancers or Hawaiians know. Follow along with me. You can grab and pick your flower right here. This could also mean shells too. So grab, pick your flowers. You can grab your flowers from the ground as they fall off the trees. Or you pick them from the top of your trees. The ground again. Show everyone how beautiful your flower is. Does anyone know any other hula motions? Yes, the ocean. Very good. So you can make 2 waves to the right. Switch sides, 2 waves to the left. Wow, beautiful hands today. You guys look really good. Nice, nice. Ho'oma koko.
Hi.
Hi, awesome. Oh.
Anyways, now we are on our way to Anyone Can Cook. Today, Chef is making short ribs.
Yeah, he is.
So excited about that. Oh, such a nice day out.
Still not prepared.
Still wasn't prepared
Still
for
not
just
prepared.
literally all the
Didn't have the
characters to walk by.
camera
I'm a terrible vlogger. Well, now that we just got stalked by all the characters and I didn't capture any of them, headed into the D Lounge. Let's see if we find it. Yeah.
But you all came back for another Anyone Can Cook session. Are we all excited? Yeah. We all know what I almost said making today. What we're all eating today? Short rib. Yes, today will be braised short rib. I heard it. Amazing. Well, once again, let's all make some noise. Let's welcome to the stage Axel Martinez, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? Yes. Love it. Now, so what we're going to do today, we are going to go ahead and do a short rib. And stir it nicely. And what I like to do is put Madeira wine. So this is your Madeira wine. That's going to be part of your braising liquid. And I also have some beef stock. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put that, after it's covered, put it in the oven. And Magica TV, It's gonna be nice and soft. How long are you gonna put it in the oven? You're gonna put it in the oven for 4 hours. I like to do it in 4 hours. A piece of meat like that, I would like to do it in 4 hours. In a 275-degree oven. But if you add too much, it's gonna congeal so much that it's gonna be a big block of corned meat, right? So.
How long have you been with Disney?
17 years. Oh, wow. Yes. 17 years. Again, been all around Disney. There's one part that I'm missing, which is the Animal Kingdom. But I hope to get there sometime between my 20s and my 50s, right? Because I don't think I'm gonna make more than that. I was the chef of the castle at one point. I was at Citricos, which is in the Grand Floridian. I was at the Grand Floridian Cafe. I was at Epcot. Epcot was an experience because you got food and wine. So that's the foodie part, right? That's where you see a lot of food going on, and you meet a lot of people. You meet a lot of stars, a lot of celebrity chefs also, and food and wine. So, and from Epcot, then I went to Disney Hollywood Studios and at the Brown Derby. That's where I'm at right now. In 5 years at the Brown Derby.
Well, I believe that's going to be the last Anyone Can Cook that we get to go to. But that was delicious. I really enjoyed that.
Did you even try the mushroom?
No. Why would I try the mushroom? Why is he asking me that?
Did you try the polenta?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just a lot of polenta for the amount of meat, and then my my cut of meat had a lot of fat on it, so I didn't eat all of it. So anyway, now we are headed to lunch. We have like an hour of time. We'll go grab a bite. AJ's starting at the kids section.
I feel judged. Are you judging me right now?
Never. Let's see. Rice and lentils. Chowder. Oh, it's too warm today for chowder. Chicken breast. Veggies.
Steak frites.
Ooh, steak frites. So fancy. Any of that.
Okay.
Go around. Oh, pastas. That maker pasta. Pizza bread. AJ's going in for seafood.
I know. I don't know. What am I getting? What am I getting? I'm getting some shrimp.
Everything.
All the things. Get a few shrimp.
I'm gonna go out to Daisy's.
Okay, I'll meet you out at Daisy's. Still a beautiful day at sea. Popped up to the top deck to listen to the horn, which they sound off at 12 every day at sea. Extra magical.
One more time. Out on the open decks again, if you're sensitive hearing your little ones, you may want to cover your ears. Here comes the Mickey Whistle. Have an amazing afternoon, everybody. Enjoy your sea day.
It would not be a proper day at sea if we did not stop for a cone for the road. AJ has really been working on his cone skills. I'm not sure if this looks any better.
Get better. I'm a little off center.
Ice cream. And they're playing Frozen 2. Hello, Frozen 2. You can tell it's warmer today because my cone is already starting to melt.
How about that weather we have out there, right? We love that. We found the sun. The seas are calm. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us here in Azure. You're here for a very special treat with our virtual bridge tour. And we did find the expert of experts to host this today. He is the master and commander of the Disney Wonder. Put your hands together for Captain Thord.
So this was in dry dock. We just came out of dry dock in Victoria Shipyard, which is about 3 miles to the west of where we usually didn't dock the ship when we are cruising up in Alaska. We also have us from Seattle back in 2012. We used to call Victoria every cruise. So a dry dock is a regulatory inspection of the ship because of the time of the Disney Magic and construction time of the Disney Magic and Disney Wonder. Oh, sorry, Disney Magic and Disney Wonder. Yes. The intervals was 5 year, 2 inspections. So every 2.5 years, we had to go to dry dock. And it's a regular inspection of the ship to make sure the ship is in compliance, everything is working the way it should be. And then, of course, the cruise lines also take the opportunity to do refurbishments, right? So there's a lot of things going on in dry dock as well. But we can talk about that a little bit later. So this is the wheelhouse on the Disney Waters. Disney Magic is very similar. And here you can actually see the way, kind of like some of the old design of the bridge. Up front by the window, you see there's a white half circle running in front. So that was what we call the catwalk was. And everything that had the blue ceiling there, that was actually going over 2 decks. So that's what they closed back in 2005 in order to make the gym a little bit bigger up there. Who's driving the ship? Obviously, I'm not. So on our ships, Disney Cruise Line, the requirement for us is that we're going to have 2 officers always upstairs on the bridge while the ship is at sea, and then a lookout and a helmsman if it's needed. Like up in Alaska, we always manually steer the ship, I would say 80% of the time. So there's always 4 people up there at least. And then it is the pilot at times as well that's up there when we are sailing on the coastline of British Columbia or up in Alaska. The pilots are also with us throughout the cruise. Traditional pilot is a person that are required by law to be on board a ship when we're sailing in and out of port. So tomorrow morning will be a pilot coming on board. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow morning, but we get the hero. And he will be on board until we dock the ship, and then same when we're departing, he will come on board, and then he will be departing the ship by a small boat. And as I said, this is required by law. Many places, the pilots are actively engaged in the operation, and they will take the charge until they have someone to steer. For instance, the captain is still responsible if you run the ship aground. Other places, maybe like in the Caribbean, like in Cozumel, they might come out for a cup of coffee and I still have to sign the bill. So,
thanks for joining us today. My name is Turikeiko Kalani. I'll be your ukulele teacher today. I started playing the ukulele when I was in 6th grade. And I've been just playing it on and off for fun ever since. So, yeah, we'll just get right into it. So, welcome to Ho'okaripila. We'll start off with the basics that needs to know about the ukulele. When you guys are ready, go ahead and play the C chord. This one's my favorite. Almost every song starts with this chord. Got it? Everyone got it? Alright, let's move on. Okay, we'll go to G finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string, middle finger, last string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd string.
It does because my nail hits it. Okay.
How's that going for you guys? Good?
Great.
Yes? No? Now?
I did okay that time.
Good job.
Yes! Cool, I love the
Oh my God,
enthusiasm.
my fingers.
Let's do it one more time. Oh, you know what? We'll start with the verse already, since this is already up for us. Switch partners. Switch 7, go.
I have a dream.
Good.
I hope will come true.
G7.
You're here with me.
Yeah, I hear you guys. C.
I'm here with you.
F.
I wish that the earth see the sky above will send me someone to love.
Awesome! Wow, you guys got it. Okay, let's shut up.
Well, we have risen from nap time. AJ and I had a much needed nap this afternoon for like an hour and a half?
Yeah. I mean, we did get up at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah. The multiple days of time changes.
Takes some getting used to.
Yeah. So we have gotten dressed. We are going to Palo tonight, which is the adult exclusive restaurant. It is a super fancy restaurant with a dress code, and it is an additional charge. So the majority of everything, minus alcohol and then the trip to Cove Cafe that I showed you yesterday, everything else has been included, which is really nice. But tonight's dinner is extra. They have a $50 prefix menu, or you can order things a la carte. I think we'll both be doing the a la carte version.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll both be doing the a la carte versions. We'll take you along with us, show you what we get. We'll chat a bit about our experience. One thing that I wanted to recap on really quick was lunch at Cabanas. Not my favorite. There wasn't a lot that I wanted. What I did pick was kind of just okay. But you enjoyed... AJ enjoyed his pile of seafood.
The mac and cheese wasn't great, but the seafood was good. The shrimp and the crab legs were good. The roasted pork loin was very good. The olive medley was nice. Yeah, I had a nice lunch.
So I ended up going and grabbing some chicken fingers and fries. That's fine. So we are going to...
There's nothing wrong with chicken and fingers and fries every day on a Disney cruise.
Oh, I know. And chicken fingers on a Disney cruise are next level. So good. So I'm not mad about it. I just was like, let's try something different. That's where it got me. Got me back to chicken fingers and fries, you know? So, head to dinner?
Let's go to dinner.
We've made it into Palo. We'll do a menu breakdown here. So we have our prefix menu on one side, and then all of the a la carte items on the other side. Pizza looks delicious too, but I always feel like, I don't know, funny about getting pizza in Palo. We have all of the steaks, and then all of the yummy new sides. So we start out with an amuse-bouche. It is a fried gnocchi in a mushroom sauce. It's a nice little one-biter. It's pretty classic, and they've been doing this one for a while. The bread service at Palo is next level. Look at this pizza bread. It is fresh from their pizza oven. Oh, it is like everything that I dream of. I will also probably be asking for more. As an appetizer, AJ got the gnocchi. It is just like beautiful, pillowy pockets of potatoes. Our entrees are here. I got this 6-ounce steak. This is the side of mac and cheese. By the way, this is $5 for a side of mac and cheese, and it's giant. We got the asparagus, and then AJ got the ossobuco. For dessert, I got the warm orange almond cake. So this is new for me. I'm really excited to try this. And AJ also got a new for him dessert. The tiramisu, and it has a shot of Bailey's in the middle.
Bailey's in the middle and a raspberry crumble around the edges.
So fancy. We're going for a post-dinner stroll out on the top deck. And it's not too windy up here, which I think this is like the least windy
the top deck's ever been.
It has ever been on a top. Like my hair's not even like flying anywhere right now.
Man, what a good dinner.
I am so full. Dinner was fantastic. So I order the same thing almost every time that we go to Palo. And not that I'm a picky eater, but I'm a particular eater. And so there's not as many things on the menu that I like venture to. It's a lot of seafood, just other things I don't. I know I like what I like, so kept it the same. However, I normally order my steak medium, and the last couple of times we've gone to Palo, it has really been under for my likings, and I just kind of like go through it. And today I said, you know,
I'm gonna order my steak medium well, which like sounds like a crime, but my steak came out perfect, like the perfect pink inside. So good to know that they do cook their steaks a little under like the average temperatures. AJ ordered the ossobuco, which looked lovely. You enjoyed all of your food?
It was ridiculously tender. Like all I needed was my fork and it just flaked right off like it was braised for hours. The bone marrow was delicious. The risotto was good. Yeah, it paired really well with the wine. It was a very nice.
And we both tried new desserts.
And new desserts.
My cake was lovely. It was warm. The raspberry was like sweet but tart. It was like the perfect raspberry sauce that tasted just like raspberry juice.
Yeah, like they just muddled raspberries.
But it was so smooth. It was beautiful. A beautiful dessert.
I got the tiramisu, and it was my first time having the tiramisu there, and our server told us it was a new presentation. It was unlike anything I've had before from a tiramisu, but the flavors were just like it was the layered dessert. Very nice, very good. Light.
So after our meal, so we did all a la carte. AJ had wine, we had coffee. So after all of our food and the gratuity, our total came out to $137. So just to get an idea of what dinner for two, one alcoholic beverage, like what that could look like. So we got one appetizer, two entrees, two sides, two desserts, two coffees, one drink.
Coffee was included.
Oh, they didn't charge us for the coffee?
They did not charge us for the coffee.
Oh, well, even better. Coming up. We're coming up in Palo. But
pro tip.
The exciting part is when we went in, I had inquired about brunch because we weren't successful in getting a brunch reservation on our first day, and we got in for brunch tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day brunch is offered. So we have like, what, 12, 16 hours? 14, fast math is not my thing. We have about 14 hours to digest all of the food we just ate to fill it back up again with more Palo deliciousness. We're gonna carry on our walk. Look at how pretty she is. Nighttime walks are the best. Oh, I'm finding the breeze. There's a little more breeze this way.
A little bit. As we get closer to the front of the ship. This is concierge on.
This is concierge. The people behind the glass windows where we don't belong. Let's see. Ooh. Well, we just came back to our room and our towel animal is here. And I'm just never sure what this one is. Because it's not an elephant. That one has big ears.
It's not a rhino.
It's not a rhino. That one. We have seen the rhino.
You think it's too fat to be a giraffe?
Well, yeah.
Is it like a camel?
No, I would not go camel. We're gonna have to ask Joe.
Leave a comment on this video with what animal you think it is.
It's questionable. Questionable animal.
What has 4 legs and looks like this on the head and neck?
A long neck. That's what I said.
A long neck what?
The dinosaur.
Where's its tail?
Dinosaurs
have tails.
Use your imagination.
Brontosauruses, or Brontosauri, I don't know which is correct, would have a long tail. So it doesn't fall forward. It balances it.
Okay, when we have the elephant, there's no tail.
You're right. I don't know.
So one quick tip about Palo. Brunch is harder to get into than dinner. And we had asked our server, we were like, hypothetically, if we didn't get into brunch, so I really love the lasagna on the menu, could I have ordered the lasagna for dinner? And he said you could, you just have to pre-order it. So you have to go in like the day before and let them know leading up to your reservation that you would like to order something from the brunch menu, and they will accommodate and serve it at dinner. He said he can't speak for all the ships, but that's how they typically run it on the Wonder. All right, we are headed out. I'm gonna grab some hot water for some tea, help me digest a bit from all the dinner. And then it is happy hour in Cadillac right now. So AJ went over there to grab a drink and I'm gonna go meet him.
I should sort of explain one thing before I go any further. I am a modern navigator, okay? If you guys look towards the back here, you see the way we have this white structure here? So this is the ship's forward mast. All of the gimmetry and gadgets and everything else that we have connected to the bridge come from this particular type of mast. So all the GPS antennas, all of the radars, everything to do with the satellites, that's primarily what I am based upon, and that's primarily what I've been trained to use. So I've got a little bit of a cheat sheet here. We will talk about stars, we will talk about the universe, but bear with me, if you would, bear with me. Now, just while we are here, does everyone look out towards the back of the ship in this direction here, and we can see a big bright light? Can everybody see it? Let's see if I can get this to go. Hey! Oh! That's my lightsaber. I love using that one. It's the one and only time I get to use this one. So that, I'll start with this one. That is Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. I definitely know what that one is.
But we were just on the top deck watching, or like doing a stargazing, which was really nice because they turned off the lights on the front of the ship so you could see all of the stars.
More stars than we knew what to do.
So pretty, and I think the thing that's the weirdest about being at sea, because like whenever we've been in spots where we can see a lot of the stars, you can only still see them, you know, either up to a tree line or buildings, but here you see stars all the way down to the water.
To the horizon.
It was so
cool. Crazy.
Well, that is a wrap of day...
Don't even know anymore.
5. 4th day at sea. It felt like a very long day. Like we did a lot. And this is the latest I have stayed up all cruise.
It's 11.
Yeah, and yesterday it would be midnight because of the time change.
Which means really back home it's 2 a.m.
Which means I'm going to bed now. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Our last day at sea. We only have a couple of things kind of on our to-do list and brunch at Palo. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of our 10-night Disney cruise sailing from Vancouver to Hawaii. We have our last sea day today. I feel like we have been at sea for 10,000 years. I don't know how people used to do it when it would take forever to cross the Atlantic, but here we are. Day 5, and we are getting ready to go down to the atrium to take a group photo with Mickey and all of his friends. And then we're gonna have brunch at Palo, and then it's actually a pretty chill day. We've kind of hit all the things that we wanted to do over the last few sea days, so we're just kind of rolling with it today. We just got down to the atrium where they're taking a group photo, and we are the 12th person in line 45 minutes before the photos are supposed to start. So the group photos, very popular on the cruise. So if you see a group photo on your list, just know, come down early. Yesterday when we were in breakfast in Triton's, we could see the line went all the way down before they even started. So here we are. Okay, quick change of plans. So we were in line and I noticed that most people that were joining the line were in Hawaiian outfits. And I turned to AJ and said, I think they know something we don't know. Hi, Mallory. And so I went and asked the character hosts what outfits they were meeting in. Because yesterday they met in their sailor outfits, like their nautical outfits. Today, meeting in their Hawaiian outfits. So I just went and changed. I grabbed a shirt for AJ. He's holding our spot in line. I'm running downstairs and to join him. Now, group photo, check. And now we can go change and get ready for Palo.
Crazy wardrobe change right where we were waiting.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
I did. Yes.
Hello. Good morning.
Oh, what's today's?
Well, yesterday was Iron Man.
Yes.
Favorite sidekick? Ooh.
I mean, I know mine, Pascal. Yeah, of course.
You gotta go Pascal.
So this stateroom has a question of the day every day.
Hey, Pascal, Flounder. Yeah, we're gonna go Pascal.
Pascal. Yep. So.
We love a question of the day on a whiteboard. What a fun interactive activity.
That is a fun activity. So to the room, and we're gonna change and go to brunch. So we grabbed coffees in Cove Cafe. I got the salted caramel coconut latte, which is my favorite on the cruise line. But there was an officer that came in after us, and his name's Pierre, and I had seen him around the ship a few times, and we've always seen him at night. So whenever we see him, he always walks by and says, "Bonsoir," and so I reply, and I always like tell AJ how proud I am of like 200 days of French, and that's all I got for the interaction. But then he came and chatted with us for a bit. Super nice, learned about his history with cruise line, and then him and AJ talked about operations and kind of geeked out about all of that for a bit. So we are now just kind of chilling on deck. We're in the adults only area. The pool loungers are all full. There's a few people in the pool. So we're just kind of hanging at one of the tables, but it's really nice. It's very sunny. But beautiful outside and not too warm, which is nice. I thought today would be really hot because it started to feel hot yesterday, but super nice. So we're just gonna kind of chill, drink some coffee, and then AJ ran down to the room really quick. So for Palo brunch, the last couple of times we've been, there wasn't an additional gratuity included. So he went to go grab some cash so we could do additional gratuity and cash. We walked out on the pool deck. Look at all these pineapples.
We're starting 11:30. Okay.
How fun!
Fresh pina coladas in pineapple cups.
Wow.
With or without rum.
Well then we might have to come back. So here's my question. We have seen a couple of people that like our head server, just a few people like while we've been getting ready and going to Palo, and they all look at us and go, "Oh, Palo? Do we look like slobs?"
No, I'm wearing pants. There's no reason for me to be wearing pants, except for that we're going to Palo. I'm sure it's the pants and dress shoes.
Every time I'm like, so we're gonna pop into Palo. It's right here, but look at how calm and pretty the sea is. And it's just sea for forever. All right, here is the Palo menu. This is just one of mine and AJ's favorite things. Brunch comes with a complimentary beverage. AJ got Prosecco. I got the Virgin Bellini. Tastes just like peach juice. For our first course, I got the sticky bun. This is on the dessert menu, but this is what I wanted to start with. AJ got the antipasti. He's very happy. The seafood antipasti, though, is also very delicious.
I've gotten both in the past.
Yeah, but we're pacing ourselves today. So AJ's new friend Jim, that he met at the bar, told him about this grape and gorgonzola pizza that is not on the menu, done by special request. So we got half grape, half margarita. My brain just poops. So I am having some margarita pizza. AJ's having the grape and gorgonzola. I think this is the first time we've ordered just pizza.
Yeah.
I've had the calzone.
Right. I don't think we've ever had any other platforms.
Well, this will be exciting. Yeah. For the egg course, I went with the tomato and onion omelet. This is probably going to be the best omelet I've had this cruise.
Yeah, probably.
And AJ went with an Eggs Benedict, just one little Benny.
And this will probably be the best Benedict I have.
Yeah.
Our next course, I got the celery soup, which is literally one of my favorite things on this entire menu.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of like my childhood. And at AJ got the apple cinnamon waffle, which is a giant Mickey waffle. And that comes with the side of the apple cinnamon, the syrup, and then cream. This is what I dream of in between all my cruises. For entrees, I got the lasagna, which ever since I had a couple cruises ago has become my go-to entree. AJ got the chicken parm, which is one of the dishes that they're known for. But he was talking about how he was looking at the veal, and our server decided to bring it for him so he could at least try it. So, sir, you have 2 entrees after all of that. For dessert, I got the limoncello tort. So, again, they have changed the recipe on my limoncello desserts. So we'll dive into this and see how it is. AJ is finishing the meal how I started, with a sticky bun. And then our server brought us an extra dessert. This is an Italian dish, whipped egg whites, marsala wine, strawberries, and biscotti. Zabagnone? Yeah, sure. We've just been watching outside. Still can't, no sea life. I was hoping to look for dolphins in the wake, but I have a clouded view. Update from brunch. I'm ready to keel over and die in this bed.
It's nap time.
I am so full. That was so much food, but brunch is always so fun. So, course by course. Enjoyed the sticky buns. And then I had the omelet, which was good. The soup, which was good. Not as good as the first time I've had it. That's now my 4th time having the celery soup. That like first time it just like struck a, I don't know. It hit me in the feels, and it was delicious, and it hasn't been the same since. Still good. Lasagna, perfection. I would go just for lasagna. And then my dessert was just okay.
And how was your pizza? You didn't say the pizza.
Well, the pizza was fine.
The dough's really good.
The dough's really good, but I mean, we also had the pizza dough last night with the pizza bread.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like I need to order a pizza.
I only did because of the off-menu stuff.
So I just, dude, we are not feeling it right now. So I'm going to, 1, change out of a dress. 2, probably put on my cushy robe and crawl into this bed. Although I need to look at the itinerary because I feel like there's something that I wanted to do around now. How was your brunch experience?
My brunch experience was great. I'm just very full. So I'm also trying to decide, am I going to go do Marvel Trivia at 12:45? Or am I going to take a nap up on deck with the nice acoustic guitar music in the adult pool area? I don't know yet.
And one last update for now. The towel animal from yesterday was a dinosaur. I was right.
Well, hello there. It's been some time. I took a 45-minute nap, much needed, after brunch. And then I went onto the promenade deck and I was walking, and I had walked a mile, and I said I was going to walk 2 miles. And then I ran into Tara and...
Yep, I don't remember.
But I ran into like the cultural ambassadors who are on the ship, and was chatting with them a little bit about just kind of their experience on the ship, going to the islands, any recommendations. I have a list of food recommendations now in Oahu. And then I came back into the room and started putting together like our go bag for Hawaii.
For island hopping adventures.
Yeah, so what I have here is I have this canvas tote that was sent to me from our friends Alex and Ryan. So shout out Alex and Ryan, because I know I know Alex will religiously watch this video. But it's like the perfect size canvas tote for just carrying things in to go off the ship. In it, I put my island fan because it's starting to get hot and I know I'm going to need that. But most important is this backpack. This is from Amazon. It's a packable backpack. So I just undid it, but it packs into this little pouch right here. So it's really great for traveling. We brought it to Hawaii on our last trip and it was really convenient. We enjoyed having it, so we brought it back. It has little cup holders on the side, or bottle holders, so we can carry beverages, which brings me to my next point that we're gonna have to stop at the grocery store to get bottles of water.
Yes.
So the good side about carrying these around the ship is that it has forced us to drink water when they're in our hands. We just like continually drink. The downside is these are not going on a hike with us.
They don't fit into the cup holders very well.
No. So I was thinking tomorrow when we're at our first port in Hilo, we'll go to a grocery store, a convenience store, a Target, and just kind of get a case of water to get us through the next few islands. So thus also the tote, so we can bring it back on the ship. Day bag. In it, I have a sweater just because we are going to Volcanoes National Park, and I just saw that some people that went to any of the volcanoes, the elevation was higher, and some said that they were cold, so I just threw in my light sweater. Okay. I showed this in my packing video. This is kind of like my little pouch for when we're off of the ship. I have a charger for our phones, and really that's, you know, we're getting a rental car at every port, so this way we can plug into the GPS of the rental cars. This is a packable like grocery bag, so if we do any kind of like perusing or shopping, we have our own bag. I also have a couple of masks in here, so I just want to be respectful of anywhere we're going since we'll probably go into some small shops, so whatever they are asking we can follow. And then I have a couple of electrolyte packs for us. So that's all that's really in our backpack so far. I am packing my camera bag. I have like just random camera stuff that I'm going to put together, and so I'm going to carry our camera bag off. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting a little prepared for tomorrow. So while I was doing all of that, Mr. Aaron.
Mr. Aaron, that's what they call me. I did the martini tasting. Oh my gosh, let me tell you about this martini tasting.
Okay, hang on.
Are you not prepared?
No, you can have the microphone.
Oh, I get the mic.
This is dangerous.
You should give me the mic.
Hold and talk.
Wow.
This is the most power.
So much power, yeah. She's never given me this much power before to actually hold the camera and have the mic. But here we go. So I just completed the third of the 3 tastings that I've done on this cruise. I did the martini tasting at Cadillac Lounge with my new bartender friend group. It was very nice. It wasn't like the other tastings I've done where they have everything set up on the table when you get there. They really did serve them one at a time, with the intent being that they were as cold as could be when they brought them to you, and they talked about each one as they served them. It was very nice. So we started off with just like a champagne cocktail martini that was, you know, a little vodka, a little lime juice, and some Prosecco. Very nice. Went to a traditional martini, and they offered options. You could do gin, you could do vodka, you could garnish with an olive, you could garnish with an onion, you could do a dirty martini. That was very nice. I tried gin. Then they went to a Cosmopolitan, and he called it Fun in the City. He was like, we're at Disney, so you guys know what I mean by fun in the city, right? It was very cute. Very nice balanced Cosmopolitan. Then we went to a Manhattan, which was my personal favorite, and then he finished up with a 5th one that I thought was a mudslide, but it was actually a raspberry chocolate martini. He used raspberry vodka and Baileys and cream de cocoa and rimmed the glass with chocolate syrup, and it was very nice and smooth and delightful. So overall, it was very great that he really tried to teach all the guests that were in there how to properly order a martini, what goes in a martini, and just the things they would need to know whether they were going to make them at home or if they were going to order them at a bar. So it was very informative as well as fun. Had a great time, took some video, and I'm sure Ivy's going to insert that here shortly. Maybe. Okay, there's 5, so I was wrong. There's the one with the Prosecco. There's the traditional. There's the Cosmo. There's the Manhattan. And then we're going to have a 5th one that I believe is going to be a mudslide.
I think you know. You should know.
Very nice presentation.
and our shaking steel, okay?
And after.
Now we know. Nobody can tell us. Now we are educated about it, okay?
All done.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give applause for my team.
How much was it?
It was $50.
And how much did you drink for $50?
For $50, I think I got equivalent of 2.5 drinks for that $50. With the service, there was probably 25 people in there, 20 to 25 people in there. And a lot of them had no idea what a martini was. So that's why he did very step by step to kind of teach and guide them. But for $50, 2.5 drinks with the knowledge was well worth it. It was educational. It was a lot of fun. It was one of the better tastings I've been to.
Would you do it again?
I would do it again because I think based on how this went, that with each individual tasting, you're going to get a different perspective. For example, he said with the Cosmopolitan, he made his recipe. If you go to a Disney bar and order a Cosmopolitan, it might not be that exact recipe because it was his spin on what it should be. So I think doing it again with a different bartender would get a different perspective and maybe some different drinks. So yes, I would do it again.
Good job.
One last thing I want to mention about our bag for Hawaii. I am grabbing a sunscreen. So sunscreen, skin protection, always important. Throwing that in there. And I heard that the ship typically puts their racks of towels out. So we're not planning on going to the water really any of the days that we're going to Hawaii, but we might still grab a couple of towels just in case we kind of end up by some water or AJ gets the urge to swim. But it's nice that you don't have to pack your own towels. Now they aren't like giant beach towels or anything, so if you want anything like that, definitely bring your own. But I think a couple of Disney Cruise Line towels will be perfect, which is why we grabbed the canvas tote also. I came up to deck 10 to check out the sunset. Look at how pretty it is out here. Still just ocean. That's all we got, but we got some beautiful sunset views. I'm really excited for a sunset at the islands. After a few hands of cards, I'm gonna go into the salon. I have my second salon appointment. I'm getting my hair blown out. So I have never done this on the cruise ship before. I mean, I also haven't gone for a blowout in like, my sister-in-law was pregnant with my niece the last time I got a blowout. So it's been 9+ years. I'm gonna leave AJ to his own devices. He just went over to Signals, the pool bar, to grab a glass of wine, and he's going to hang out at the pool. So right now it is almost 6 o'clock, which means first dining is happening, and then people that have the second dining are in the show, and tonight it's Frozen. It's a really good show. We just have seen it 3 times on the ship. And it's very similar to the one that was at California Adventure. So we decided to skip it again. No problem. And AJ's gonna go for a swim. I'm gonna go get my hair done. We just popped back into the room, and AJ and I stared at our towel animal again. And we both went, "What is it?" And then I thought, is it like a bear? But our room attendant was outside, so I opened the door and I went, "Joe, is it a bear?" And he goes, "No, it's a goat, like a ram with horns." And I came back inside and I told AJ and I went, "Is it though?"
Who sees a goat?
So these are supposed to be like the horns of the goat. I also just had my salon appointment. My hair is freshly washed and blow dried. It was lovely. Although I think she made my part a little too far, so this hair is not trained to go this direction. But it's okay. I could not imagine trying to wash and blow dry. Sorry, there, I fixed my part. my amount of hair in the shower that we have this time. I swear our shower is slightly different than it was before. I might be crazy. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of our other videos, but I was like, there's just no way I was going to get like my hair this clean and then use the blow dryer that they have in the stateroom. It would just take too long. So for $89, I went to the spa to have it done, and I have no regrets on that decision, because that also only took me an hour, whereas it would have taken me much.
It took you
longer.
like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was done under an hour.
By 6:50.
Yeah, it's a 60-minute appointment, but my hair did not take that long. Probably because it just has a mind of its own right now, and it's a 60-minute appointment for whatever you want for your hair. You can have it styled, you can have it cut, really whatever. So I did a wash and a blowout. Now AJ and I are trying to decide what to do, because neither one of us are hungry for dinner.
No.
Not after brunch.
No.
So we're gonna go down to the Cadillac Lounge because Will is playing. Is he playing Rat Pack?
Songs of the Rat Pack.
So Will is one of the piano players on board. Super talented, love his style. So we're gonna go down and listen to him. And yeah, that's all I got for this update.
Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. Oh, nevertheless, why stir up memories? Private arms couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore.
Alright friends, we are 130 nautical miles away from Hilo, and I am ready to touch down on some land tomorrow. So we went to Cadillac Lounge, listened to Will play piano for a little bit, hung out with some of our friends that we've made on the cruise, and then AJ and I popped up to the pool deck, grabbed some fries, and AJ had a few slices of pizza from Pinocchio's, just to make sure we weren't going to bed on a completely empty stomach after not eating since brunch. I'm going to turn in for the night. Oh, and by the way, my hair, a little bit of hairspray fixed that like one rogue piece of hair. So I'm headed to bed. We're gonna get up early tomorrow morning and try to go out on deck to watch us pull into port. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.